Okay, as promised, here's a quick overview of my new kayak, the Riptide B-12 Thunderbolt. Got my wife the same one down here in purple. But this thing, one of the biggest things to me is it weighs in at around 60 pounds. So easy to move around on my own. So easy. And because of that, it also stays up higher in the water column. Not going to need as much water to float. We'll start here at the front. They've got their drain here in the nose. Not sure how I feel about that yet. We got a toggle handle. I was worried about that, but it seems to be holding up pretty well. The latches here on your hatch seem to be they hold water out pretty well. I've had just a little bit on my first time on the bay get in there, but not a whole lot. Open up, it comes with a, for want of a better term, a dry sack. And like any good guy, I've already, ripped the knot off and so I can get it out of the way. The second biggest thing to me for this thing, for what we do as far as kayak camping, is the through storage. Now, this thing will go all the way to the very back. And as you can see, I've already got it loaded down with 3 spinning rod combos, my net, my stakeout pole, and my paddle, as well as my videoing arm, DIY homemade thing there. And these things went in there super easy. It was no problem to get them all the way up in there. Now moving down, you got a roto-molded console. It's got spaces right here with well nuts already put in. They're not through well nuts. I was worried about that as well. They actually, I don't know if you can see, but they don't go all the way through to the inside of the kayak, so that you don't get, there's not a water access point there. This is for a Scotty mount. You can put any kind of Scotty mount or anything really that you can get into those well nuts. Got your drink holder there as well. What I like too, you've got 4 scupper holes up here at the top. So it drains water pretty well. The adjustable foot pegs, pretty easy. I will say I'm not a super tall guy, I'm about 6 foot. And in the low position, even all the way up here, I'm still having to put my feet up here. So it is a shorter kind of guy kayak, but if you don't mind bending your knees and stuff, it's not that bad. Here, you've got gear tracks running along both sides. I've got 2 of the wheel mount paddle holders. And I apologize, my light keeps wanting to turn off. There, got that for my stakeout pole as well as my paddle on this side. So moving down, you've got a seat safety leash. Riptide, when their original video said it was to help you stand up, you really don't need help standing up in these things. And that's another thing, they're super stable. I was able to stand up and float across the bay fishing for trout and redfish, no problem. Like anybody getting a little cocky, I did fall out of my kayak, but that was not because of the kayak, that was because apparently I can't stand up, or actually I was sitting down, so anyway. But like I said, this seat goes into 2 positions. Currently it's in the high position. To move it to the low position, you simply pick it up, move it forward into the notches, and there you go. Anyway, coming back around here, you've got 2 tie downs here. You can tie down, I've got this one used to tie down a rod leash that I made. You could also use it to tie down your seat in case. Again, back here on this front one, that's what I use it for. I make it a little loop around that real quick and cinch it down that way in case, I do turtle this thing, I'm not going to lose my seat. Back here, you've got your your paddle keeper. Really, unless I've staked out, I really don't keep it on that thing. That little wheel thing works plenty well. We've got good solid handles here
easy. Like I say, it's super easy to pick up. These things are super light, no problem. Back here, got another dry hatch. It also comes with dry sack. I've got all of my scupper plugs that it comes with. Riptide provides you with a full set of scupper plugs in there. Under the seat also, you've got 4 more scupper holes. So this thing drains, like I say, really well. I never had any issue with it at all. Good thing about this is this little sack does come out, giving you hole access in here in case you do have something in here stuck. I like to put a string on the on all my dry sacks that I put down in there, that I stuff down in my well. But like I say, you've got a whole host of internal storage in here. Super great for the kind of river kayaking and camping like we do. Get you a bunch of small dry sacks, small to medium-sized dry sacks, and you'll be golden. It comes with a bungee back here with 2 little clips. You can bring it off right here, do that. Not sure how I really feel about that. I haven't taken it on a river trip yet. That's coming up in 3 weeks to the Buffalo. Your storage deal back here, your cargo decking also has 2 scupper holes. Drains very well. Had really 0 issues with this kayak so far. I installed this anchor trolley with a zigzag cleat. Do not like the zigzag cleat. Much prefer the Yak Gear or the Yak Attack lever lock. But they didn't have any in the store when I got these, so that's what we got. This thing, I can't say enough about how much you can get in this hull. Super excited about the dry storage on this thing. But anyway, I've got, like I say, a trip coming up to the Buffalo in 3 weeks, and we'll see how she performs, but I have absolutely 0 concerns about her. Hopefully this video will turn out alright. This Riptide company, it is a Texas-based company, small business. It is a veteran-owned. I don't know if they ship out of state yet. Right now they're in several small boat shops. I bought this one in Burnett. But for any of you guys in Texas or near Texas that are interested in this, or a Sea Ghost style kayak, I would definitely take a look at the Riptide Thunderbolt. For river camping, dry storage, even into the bays, this was a phenomenal kayak. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope y'all get a little bit of information on this, and have fun. Be safe.